Hello everybody, it's Livy Matthews from LivyMatthews.com, where I teach purpose-driven entrepreneurs everything they need to know about their marketing messages for helping their ideal clients actually recognize themselves and pre-qualify themselves for taking the next step, working with you. So today I wanted to talk with you about turning no's into yeses. No is only a two-letter word, but it carries a huge impact. And yes is just one letter more, but it also carries a very big impact. So as a business owner, to stay in business, at some point in time, you have to have clients and customers say yes to what you're offering, and so that they will become a client or customer. And one of the hardest areas of business is that closing conversation, where we want to turn those possible no's into yeses. And this is where your marketing message really becomes important, because your message on your website or presentation or wherever you've written it, or maybe you're even speaking, wherever it is, you've got to be able to connect with that person. They've got to see themselves in that marketing message, and you want them to take that next step, and that's to become a client and working with you. This means your audience is reading or hearing your messages. You don't want their eyes glazing over or them to kind of be sunk back in their head, because that means they don't get it or they don't understand it, and they don't realize that you're actually speaking to them. And if they don't realize that you're speaking to them because you're not speaking directly to their problem or their issue, then that's going to be a problem. And more than likely, that closing conversation that you have with them is going to end in that two-letter word, no. But when you've gone through the process of actually knowing, really knowing who your ideal client is, and you've created targeted marketing messages directed at those issues, their challenges, the problems that they're having, then when you've created those targeted messages addressing those issues, your messages will become aligned with what they need to know. And when your marketing messages are actually in alignment, then they will self-recognize themselves, even do self-selection, and will really actually pre-qualify themselves. And this means that they've moved beyond just being interested. They feel you've just described them and what you're talking about and what you're doing, and they realize that this is exactly what they need, and therefore they want to know, how can they take this further? And that means they're not only interested, they are probably interested and ready to work with you. So now having that all-important closing conversation becomes a lot simpler and will probably result in that three-letter word, yes. Now, if you're struggling to get more yeses with your closing conversations, then take a look at what you're saying to them. It could be that they're not recognizing themselves, those issues, those problems in your marketing messages, and that may be your problem. If you need more marketing information, come on over to my website at LivyMatthews.com. Until then, bye-bye.